session number 1. This is an introduction to the project, and hopefully will keep you all rather entertained for a little bit and keep you busy. What I have open here for you today is an Excel spreadsheet. It is called the target list second set.xlsx. It is a Microsoft Excel file, and you should be able to open it in the latest version of Excel. You'll notice right off the bat that the target list second set tab is selected. There are a number of tabs down here to choose from, and I'll get into those descriptions in just a minute. The list is broken down into subsets, and the list actually just contains a bunch of numbers. The numbers are IDs for different stars. So these are star names, if you will, that are inside the Kepler database. This is the database used by the Kepler mission, looking at some 150,000 stars for exoplanets, or extrasolar planets. The reality here is that we are finding that most of the stars are variable, and the project that you'll be working on is to categorize the variability of the stars in this particular subset of our data. I've given you a list that is broken down by spectral type. So here are the class A stars, spectral class A, so those are hot. And there are two columns of names here. There's a column here and a column here. Then there are F-type stars, G-type stars, K-type stars, and the coolest ones, type M. Recalling that all of these stars are main sequence stars. The class M's are red dwarfs. The class K's are kind of like a yellowish orangey red dwarf. Type G stars are like our sun, yellow dwarf stars on the main sequence. The F and A stars are white and blue respectively, but higher up and a little bit more luminous because of their temperature up on the main sequence. So all of these stars are guaranteed main sequence stars. The question for you at this point is to determine whether or not they're variable. So your task is to break this down so that everybody has the same quantity of stars to work with. There are a number of people in the class. I will provide you with a list of names, and you can assign specific stars to those individuals. Somebody should be assigned the position of the grand correlator of data. One person and one person alone should be able to control the master data set so that as changes are made, that person gets the changes and adds them to this data set. Now, I have here underneath a separate tab here for class A, F, G, K, M, etc. And you can see here that I have broken it down into a series of columns, one for the ID of the star, star ID. Is the star periodic? Yes or no? Y or N? Is it quasi-periodic? In other words, does it look like it has a period, but it may not actually have one? And if you think it's quasi-periodic or periodic at all, then you should be able to provide a period for it in days. And then any applicable notes. Notes need to be scientific. And you'll see sometimes my notes are here pretty scientific. It says this star here is a repeat of this one up above. This one has me asking whether or not this star is a cataclysmic variable star. So I've already filled in some data here for you. At least all the class A's seem to be accomplished. And I did that so that you guys have something to compare your notes with. But note over here, I've not done KM. I've done some of the G's, but not all the G's. I've done all the F's and all the A's, so that'll give you a place to start. So you don't have to worry about solving for all of these. So as an introduction to the list, I leave it up to you to figure out how to break it apart so that everybody has a few stars to do and to analyze.